What's happening, folks? More motivation back with another edition. So this video, let's talk about the things you need in your kitchen to make your health and fitness journey easier in 2023. All right, so we're gonna start with something very obvious, but I talk about this for a couple of reasons. You'll be surprised how many people don't have this at home. I highly recommend this. If you make any type of meals and you want to store it, put it away for later, this is something great to have. Your local grocery stores will have this. It comes in different bulks. You have to read the tags to find out what, because I don't know the exact numbers. It also comes in different sizes. There's definitely something I recommend for you, especially if you meal prep in advance. It's good to have things to store for that, so this is something I highly recommend. It's a good way to start the video too. Next on the list is a food scale. If you want to measure out food, figure out what ingredients and how much is in your food, this is something great to have. If you're preparing food, measuring oils, solids, whatever things you're putting in that food, and you want to know what and how much, you have to have something like this. There's different versions of it, obviously, but for the modern day, I'll definitely get something that is digital. A lot of stores have it. If you don't know, you can ask staff and they'll help you out, but something I highly recommend to have. The next on the list is the shaker cup. Look, I know a lot of these things seem like no-brainers, but you'll be surprised how many people don't know, and this is the people I'm making the video for. Having one of these is very beneficial. After you make your shake, you put it in here, put it in the refrigerator. It's stored, good to go, and you take it out. It's nice and cool, fresh for you to have. The only con about this is the smell if you don't clean it on a regular basis. So if you clean the shaker cup on a regular basis, you won't have the gross after smell of protein. Next thing we got on the list is a measuring cup. If you love to bake, make things from scratch, and want to know the amount of liquid or solid you're putting in it, this is something great to have. Obviously, it has all the information on there. This is very cheap, $3 to $5. This will last you a very long time and is very useful if you want to repeat recipes you made and you want to track what you put in those recipes. Something great to have and something I recommend. Next on my list, this is called a frying pan. Another no-brainer. If you love anything for breakfast, this is great to have. Depending on how much recipes you know, you can get really creative with it. This is a non-stick. You're gonna find it at your local grocery stores, all shapes and sizes. But this is something you absolutely need, and I hope you already have it. Next is one of my favorites, a rice cooker. So I got one right here. So this is great because obviously you can make rice in it. You can make oatmeal, pasta, things you know that you can get creative with within a rice cooker. The cool thing about a rice cooker is the inside of it. So on the inside, you have sort of something to show you how much liquid or solid you're putting in there. Similar to a measuring cup. This is highly effective because when you're making rice, you can measure out what you put in, the amount of water you're using, which helps you not only making better quality food, but also being able to track it later on. So I highly recommend this. So we have our last, or we have two more. This one right here is another no-brainer, a water bottle. Obviously you want something that is about a liter. So for people that are trying to drink 4 liters in a day, can easily scale it, measure it. All right, drink 4 of these, you hit a liter. So when it comes to fitness, it's not just meals or solid drinks. And when I say solid drinks, I mean like shakes. We also like hot drinks, especially for people that may do intermittent fasting or like hot drinks in the morning, having something to store the hot drinks is highly important. So having a thermos is so important. If you like tea, if you like coffee, things like that, this is something great. Especially this one. This is about 1.5 liters, and the stuff in there I made this morning, and right now it's currently 4 p.m. right? And I'm making this video. And look, I'm gonna pour it in here. Look at that. Look at the steam coming out of that, and it's still hot. So this is something I highly recommend. It's easy to clean, it's very cheap. There's a lot of space in there, and you can get creative with it. So I have 3 more items to show you. So we're gonna go over to the kitchen and check them out. So I got 3 more items here. So we got more no-brainers. So here I have a air fryer. This is no particular brand that is crazy. The thing I love about air fryers is it sort of acts like what you would fry in a pan, but the thing about it is it extracts the oil out of it. So the thing that a lot of people struggle with is they use too much oil to fry their foods because they think they need too much. When you put it in here and you put a tiny bit, it comes out as if the food is fried, but it didn't use that much oil. That's the thing. And it makes it a lot more healthy for you and a lot more macro friendly. You can make a lot of... I can't talk. You can make a lot of things in here. You can make things like fries, healthy fries, sweet potato fries, chicken, ground turkey, veggies. You can do a lot of things in here. There's actually settings on it to pick what type of foods you're making. So I highly recommend this. It's very cheap, very easy to clean, very easy to use, highly effective to use. 100% recommended. So the next one I got on my list here is a microwave. As you can see, I'm ducking down low to show it. No brainer what a microwave does. I'm not gonna go through that. Hopefully a lot of you watching weren't born yesterday and know exactly what a microwave is. So I'm gonna skip that one, but it's a highly important one to have at home. And the final item is something to blend your fruit, a blender. So you want to get something that has its own shaker cup, right? That way, if you make stuff in there and you're making stuff in bulk, for example, shakes for multiple days, you can have shaker cups available. You can make it from in there and transfer it to the other cups so that you can store it for later. So that one's highly effective, very cheap, very easy to use, easy to clean, easy to maintain, nothing more to add. So those are the things you absolutely need in your kitchen to make your health and fitness easier in 2023. So folks, if you see this video and if it helped you, like it, share it, subscribe. It's gonna help the channel grow. Please do that. Okay, this channel has been stalling for a long time and finally we have a little bit of momentum. But I have to know the videos help in order to keep making them. So if you see this and if it helps, subscribe to the channel and like the video, share it. It's free to hit the share button. Do that. So folks, Happy New Year. Many more videos to come. Like always, get better every day, optimize yourself. I'll see you next video. God bless.